Dr. Christy Ennis. Welcome to Follow Me Friday, or I'm going to call today Feel Good Friday, because this workout that you're going to follow with me is all about wonderful, relaxing stretching for those hips and those glutes. So you're going to need a mat or your bed, whichever is more comfortable to lie on, a strap or a towel just to help with some assistance, and then we are going to end with a kneeling stretch, so you can get a pillow to help protect that knee a little bit, or if it really is just kind of crummy to kneel, I'll show you how you can do that standing as well and do the same stretches. But let's get started right on our backs. Keep your little sheet or strap handy with you. I'm going to start by, I'm going to keep this right leg bent up, and I'm going to take this left leg and I'm going to pull right in towards my chest. If it feels okay, you can grab right onto that shin. 3 nice deep breaths here. Keeping this leg bent just to help protect that back a little bit more. Good, I'm going to take that same leg and I'm going to bring it over towards my armpit. I'm just straightening out that opposite leg a little bit more. Try not to let your hip pop, and same idea. 3 nice breaths here. Really stretching those glutes out and a little bit of the hip too. 1 more. Everything should be starting to sink and soften. Yay. Okay, we're gonna take that leg and cross it all the way over. It's okay if it doesn't go as far as mine does. I'm gonna bring my legs out to the side. My left leg's crossed over my right. I'm gonna start by dropping my legs off to the right side. Really stretching all of the outside here. Again, focusing in on your breathing, trying to bring that belly out as you breathe in, and then flatten the belly as you breathe out. One more breath. You're going to keep your legs crossed just like they are, and then we're going to go right over to the other side. So we're getting the opposite hip this time, and actually more of the inside of that hip. Again, only go over as far as you can that's comfortable for your body. These things should all feel good. That's why it's Feel Good Friday. Feel free to close your eyes just like I'm doing too. I'm gonna come back out of that. This time I'm gonna bring my ankle across that thigh. From here, as long as it feels okay, I'm gonna bring this leg up towards my chest. If that still feels good, but it's kind of hard to reach that leg, this is where that strap can come in handy and help you kind of bring that leg up. If that's still too much, you can even just take this knee and bring it across towards the shoulder. Same idea with that breathing though. And if you need a little bit more, you actually can take those legs over towards the right side and get it stretched out even more in through here. I'm gonna come back to the middle. Again, grabbing that strap or that sheet, I'm gonna put it around the ball of the foot. For right now, I'm still leaving this other leg bent up, but we're gonna straighten into that leg as much as is comfortable. It's okay if it doesn't go all the way straight. Stretching out the back of that hamstring there, which is a huge part of our hip that needs to be worked on too. And we also wanna make sure that we're going in 3 different areas here to really target all of those hamstring muscles. So from here, I'm gonna take the strap in my left hand and I'm gonna bring that leg over across towards the right. And you should feel a little bit of a deeper stretch towards the outside of that hamstring, towards the side of that leg there. Love this one. I love all of these. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the center and then I am going to open up the other way. Be careful with this one that you don't let that hip pop up too much. And while we are doing these, besides focusing on the breathing, make sure that you're doing these after having been warmed up a little, because these are static stretches. So great to do towards the end of the day if you've just kind of walked around a little bit. And I'm gonna come back to the middle, or after taking a lovely relaxing bath, I'm gonna bring that down I'm going to switch to the other side. So same idea here, bringing that knee up towards the chest. If it feels okay, you can go ahead and grab onto that shin. Just make sure you're not causing any pressure in the knee. If it's more comfortable, by all means, you could certainly straighten that opposite leg out. It's not for me. And then same idea, bring that leg towards that armpit. Try to keep those hips relatively straight. I noticed I flipped a little bit there. This is a great way to unwind before bed too. Good. I'm gonna come back to the center and cross this leg all the way over. Again, it's okay if it doesn't cross all the way. Do the best you can. And then I'm gonna drop my legs down to the side to stretch out the outside of that hip and butt. You can put your arms out, you can keep them folded, whatever is comfortable for you. You certainly can make these dynamic or moving stretches also, and you're just truly adding movement instead of holding through them. So coming back up to the center, same idea, dropping those legs towards the other side, and now we're getting more towards the inside of that opposite hip. All of these muscles get so tight on us during the day from sitting and standing, which we do a lot of nowadays. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the center, and then same idea, sliding that leg out a little bit so the ankle is crossed, and you either will take your hand underneath your leg or that strap or sheet underneath the leg and bringing that thigh up towards you. Again, if that's too much, you'll just take towards the outside of that thigh and bring it over towards the opposite armpit. But I'm going to go with bringing my hands underneath here. Some days I just want to sit here all day and talk to my patients just like this. They might object to that though. Again, to get a little bit more stretch, you can shift or bring those legs over more towards that left side. And all of these stretches should feel really good. You don't want to have any pain as you're doing these. So it's not no pain, no gain. It's not push, push, push. This is about relaxing and letting go. It's coming back to the middle again. I'm going to grab my strap around the ball of that foot again, this time starting with that straight up. Again, it's okay if there's a little bend in there. Try not to get more stretch by tilting your hips back. That's cheating, and it doesn't actually get more stretch unless it's in the back. And same idea, I'm gonna bring that leg now over towards the left side to get the outside of that hamstring and off to the side a little bit. Pausing briefly in the center, and then I'm going over towards that other side. I'm going to switch hands that I'm holding with. It doesn't matter which hand you hold with, whatever is most comfortable. This is most comfortable for me today. Good, and I'm going to come back to the center. We're going to do one more on our backs. And this is, again, such a great one to do just to let things relax and loosen up. So soles of the feet together. I'm gonna drop those knees open, really getting a stretch in through those inner thighs now a little bit more, even than what we just did there. And same idea, breathe. Place your hands on your belly just to feel that breath a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna come up into a tall kneeling position for our last stretch. We are gonna end in a kneeling position to get this hip flexor stretched out. If it's uncomfortable for you to kneel, and notice I have a pillow to help out a little bit, you can actually do the same stretch, but standing up. So all you would do, you don't have to start from the ground, but you would go into a standing position. So that front knee is bent, and this back leg is in that position, just like you were kneeling, with that little bit of a pelvic tuck. So I'm gonna come back down onto the ground. I just like the kneeling one the best, that's all. It feels best to me. So again, it's that little tiny pelvic tuck. You're gonna think about squeeze those glutes on that left side too, because that actually helps get a better stretch in there. And then from here, without losing that pelvic tuck, you're just gonna come forward a little. So making sure, notice it's not that huge stretch, right? We're not here, because we're not getting into the capsule, we just want that stretch And if it really needs a little bit extra oomph to it, you can bring that opposite arm overhead and kind of reach across. Or even have an I Dream of Jeannie moment here and add a little rotation. It doesn't have to stay straight in the middle, whatever feels best for your body. And right now, this is it for me. I'm gonna go one more breath here, and then I'm gonna turn around just to show you the other leg, but clearly it's the same idea. Either standing or kneeling. You do not have to kneel on a pillow either if that's not comfortable for you. I like to keep the back toes down. So again, it's that little tuck, squeeze that butt, and then just press gently forward until you feel a gentle stretch. And I'm just gonna rest here on this side for this one. Again, practicing that belly breathing a little bit. One more. Now you should feel all loosey-goosey. Thank you so much for watching today. If you would like to support me as well as reduce some pain and get rid of the appearance of that cellulite, click the link below to order your own Derma Edge, a device that I created and patented when I was going through the middle of Lyme disease in a lot of pain and needed a way to work on my own body. So the shape of the Derma Edge allows you to get all body parts in a gentle way. We're getting that fluid moving in between the layers, which helps you move better, helps get rid of that pain, and decreases that bumpiness of the cellulite. So make sure to click the link below to order your own.